because somehow you're soaking up that energy for her. You know, you're her strong rock, and you're going to be absorbing it for her, or you just counteract it by giving her that love and affection. Hey guys, Hector Castillo, Poppy from girlschase.com. Today I want to talk about what to do if your girlfriend has a bad day. Should be self-obvious of why you would want to handle this well, because you want to make your girlfriend feel good, and you want to make her happy, and she hopefully wants to make you happy, and you make each other happy. So if your girlfriend comes home from a bad day and you don't know what to do, follow these steps depending on what it is she's having a bad day with, if it's just something small, if it's serious, and you'll show her that you care, and you're gonna have a more empathetic and compassionate and loving relationship. And like I said, that's gonna make you two happy. So the way this video goes is it depends on if it's something just kind of menial, she's just having a blah day and just is in a mood, and some things you can do for her to make her feel better. Or if it's something genuine that she needs to be talked to about, and she needs someone to listen to her, and you're her boyfriend. So there's nothing wrong with sitting and listening to her. Some of you might find it annoying, some of you might find it boring, but you're her boyfriend, and that's part of being her boyfriend. So put up with it and enjoy it too, because you need to see it as, I think a lot of people don't see relationships as the work that they are, and they are work. And maybe I should make a video on that to kind of send a message home about how you need to see relationships. It is work to a certain extent. It's enjoyable work because there are enjoyable benefits, but sometimes it's going to be work. You're going to have to sit there and communicate, and it could take a lot of time, and it can take emotional energy. But the payoff is, of course, someone that you love is happy, and if they're happy, then the relationship is happier. So you are going to have to do some work and have to help them solve their problems, but sometimes you're just going to have to be there and listen to them. So let's get to it. So if she is just having a bad day, a blasé day, what you can do is you're going to be giving her affection and attention, or you can actually do something nice for her, or you could fuck her. That's a very good way to lift her spirits. Because sex is fun, and you're both going to enjoy it a lot, right? And it actually does really change her mood. You would think from your perspective, sometimes if you don't understand women so well, that, sex isn't something that they crave as much as we do. But as much as you would want a random blowjob on Tuesday, and she just comes up and offers it to you because she wants you to feel good, women like sex just as much, and in my opinion, more than you do. You just don't know it yet, and that's why I'm here to tell you that. So it can change her day. It can make her feel loved. It can make her feel appreciated, and it could give stress relief. It releases fucking chemicals. I don't know, oxytocin, whatever the fuck it's releasing. It makes you feel good, okay? Especially if you make her come. So that's gonna be one option to lift her spirits today when she's not feeling so well. Now, the way that you find out if it's something small, right? You shouldn't just see she's in a bad mood and go, okay, you need some dick, and bend her over and just start giving it to her. Sometimes that can be a nice response. You see her just kind of like in a mellow mood, and you walk up and you just grab her and start making out with her and da-da. But if she is genuine, if something genuine is wrong with her, then that's not a good reaction. Sex fixes a lot of things. Dicks are magic. In my experience, they can be very, very transformative for women. But some things need to be talked about and listened about. So you want to ask her, hey babe, how was your day? And she's like, oh, it was just kind of blah. If you're good at reading emotions and you know your girlfriend, you'll probably know your girlfriend a lot better than I do. If you can tell that it's just kind of a blah day, or maybe you need to inquire further, then ask, be like, is something specific happening, or you're just kind of in a bad mood? You can even just ask that. That's a good way to measure how she's feeling. Now, sometimes certain girls will be a little bit more withdrawn about their problems. They don't speak about their problems so explicitly, and you kind of got to push a little bit and kind of poke them and prod them, because maybe they're introverted or they don't want to come off like they're complaining or whining. Then you're going to have to do that. And that's actually part of the video later in the video, where I talk about how to deal with certain girls' personalities and how they express their frustrations. But if you poke and prod or you ask that question, like, is this something small or something serious, and you get a sense that it's something small, then what you can do is, and you can even say this and express it to her. You don't necessarily have to. Sometimes it's nice to do things just for the sake of doing them. So you see, okay, she's in a bad mood, be like, here, babe, let me take your things, help her take off her coat, or, give her a kiss and a hug and tell her, well, I'm glad you're home and I love you. And then go start doing something for her. You can offer to make dinner for her tonight, and you can say to her, babe, you just relax. I know you had a bad day. I'm gonna take care of you, and I'll cook some dinner and put on your favorite show and whatever. And do you want a drink? Do you want some water? What do you want? And offer something like a massage. You can do that as well. Be like, I'll give you a massage later too. It's nice to express things to women, because women are very verbal. Women like to talk. They're much more verbal than men. So verbalizing these things and giving her this plan for the day can make her really feel special. So she comes home with this attitude, and then her boyfriend just says, you know what, I'm gonna take care of you. I'm gonna make dinner for you. I'm gonna give you a massage, and then I'm gonna fuck the shit out of you. She's gonna be like, whoa, oh my God, okay, great day. And she can sit down and relax. There's also more like productive things you can do. Be like, all right, let's go to the gym if you guys are a really active couple. So you can do things specific to her personality, what that she likes to do. You can do an activity together, but this is just a service. This is something that you want to give to her. So cooking dinner, taking care of, if you have kids, you relax, I'll take care of the kids tonight. I'll skip this thing or do this thing, and I'll make an effort for you. That's the main thing, is you're showing effort. So do that, or you could just do it without saying anything. Just say, hey, just relax. And she's wondering, oh, what's going on? And then you just do whatever, give her drink, make her food, and give it to her. So that's a service, that's an effort. There's also just general affection, right? Just sit down with her. Oh, you had a bad day? Here, sit down with me. And just hold her and just cuddle with her, right? It's not necessarily something she needs to talk about. You can say, is this something you want to talk about? Or is it just something small? Oh yeah, it was just this and this. Oh, okay, well just hug her. It's really that simple. Just hug with her, cuddle with her. If I have a girlfriend and she's, not in a good mood, I just immediately say, come here. Grab her hand, take her to the bed, and just cuddle with her. And just make her feel safe, make her feel loved and appreciated. And that can totally change her mood. And I've seen girls go in a bad mood, we cuddle for 10 minutes, and she's like, I feel better. Because somehow you're soaking up that energy for her, you're her strong rock, and you're gonna be absorbing it for her, or you just counteract it by giving her that love and affection. Or you can give her dick, you can give her sex. All right? So when we're having a bad day, something happens, it's something small and menial. Usually what it does to us, to our ego, is it just makes us feel like things are going our way. And what that reflects about us and makes us feel about ourselves is that we're not in control of our lives, and we aren't getting the blessings and the happiness and success that we would want. And while you can't magically make that appear for her, you can still give her the reassurance that she is worth something and that she's cared about by someone, okay? Solving her problems and helping her solve her problems is part of like the more serious strategy too, if she had a bad day. But the more menial day-to-day sadness and lethargy and disappointment that we all go through, that can be solved by affection. And sex is a really great way to show that affection. So if you see if it's not something serious, you could still be cuddling. That's a good place to start. And then as you're cuddling, start to kiss her and start to grab on her and caress her and have some foreplay. Start to turn her on and make her feel beautiful. So all those emotions of, I'm not in control of my life, things aren't going so well, I don't have success, I don't have happiness, I don't have self-satisfaction. You can provide a temporary relief from that by giving her affection and giving her love and giving her tender, loving care. Some TLC, right? So, fuck her. Fuck the shit out of her, eat her pussy, just take off her, be like, I'm gonna take care of you, baby. Rip off those pants, put on a little bin, a little napkin on your shirt, and just go to town and eat some barbecue ribs. Just fucking eat it out, finger her, fucking make her feel. Eating a girl out, it's a really good way to get her to orgasm and prepare her for the dickin'. But it's also special because you're 100% giving to her. Now, I enjoy eating pussy, so it's a pleasure for me, but it is something that I'm kind of giving 100% to her. right? Sex is very mutual. It's a service. I'm eating your pussy for you. For me, secretly, because I love it. Well, she knows I love it, but it is something I'm giving. You're giving head, right? That's look at the terminology. So, dig her down. Eat her pussy, make her feel good, give her an orgasm, she'll feel fucking better. Dick can be magical. It can cure headaches, it can cure, I've had it cure like minor sicknesses before, so it's much more powerful than you think. Okay, so that's the small stuff. Make her dinner, take care of her, take her out for a fucking movie, give her dick, small things. Show affection, show care. These small things, right? You might be thinking, well, this is really fucking self-explanatory. Of course, I'm doing something small for her. You know, why are you making a video about this? A relationship is built by lots of little things done right over time. If you are constantly showing affection and or consistently, maybe that's a better way to put it, consistently showing affection and that you care and that you're there for her and you support her, that's what makes a happy relationship. A relationship is not built on big moments. It's built on lots of small moments done right. So that's why you should do the small things right. Okay, so now something serious, you know, she had a really bad day. It's something that's really bothering her. Okay, so what you gotta figure out though is, and you know your girl better than I do, but maybe you're not approaching it optimally. So there's two kinds of girls, and also girls can just be in different moods, right? So two situations, let's put it that way. One where she's not forthcoming with her problem, doesn't want to talk about it, either because it's just frustrating, it's annoying, or talking about it's gonna make her relive it. Or girls who are just very upfront about whatever it is that is bothering them, right? So with the girls, or she's in the mood where she doesn't want to talk, when a girl is in a bad mood, now let's be very clear, this is her being upset about something external to you. When a girl is upset with you, this is very different and you have to approach it very differently, okay? When she is upset about something external to you, and you're gonna find out by trying it, then I want you, and if she's not being forthcoming with whatever it is, she's just in a bad mood, she's quiet, you need to poke and prod, okay? And you need to go after her and be like, hey, what's wrong? What's wrong? Talk to me. If she's that kind of girl. Now, some girls can find that really annoying. Most girls pretty much want her man to really be on her about it, but I'm sure there's some kind of girls who really just want to be left alone for a certain amount of time. And you'll know if she's that girl because you know your girlfriend, or if she's in that mood specifically today with this problem. If when you're trying to push for it, she seems annoyed by you trying to figure out what's wrong with her. If she seems really firm and almost annoyed and dismissive that you keep asking about it, then give her her space, okay? But if she's doing the, oh, nothing. You keep going, you keep talking, you keep asking, right? You say, nope, I'm gonna sit here until you tell me what's wrong. And you sit down next to her after you asked her 1 or 2 times what's wrong, and you say, look, I'm gonna sit here until you tell me what's wrong because I'm here for you, I'm your boyfriend, I'm here to help you with these problems, and I'm here to support you, and I love you, and I'll just fucking sit here on my phone and go through Instagram until you figure out you wanna talk to me. Eventually, after 30 seconds or a couple minutes, she's gonna go, okay, and just fucking start unloading on you, right? Now, if she's not in that mood, well, she's just gonna immediately tell you what's wrong, right? So when she starts to unload on you, as men, here's might be worth its own video, but fuck it. Because this is something that I think a lot of men don't understand about women. Men, we are problem solvers. And when people tell us problems, we tend to think, okay, how is this solved? How do we take steps to alleviate the problem? We are the builders, we're the mathematicians, we're the philosophers for the most part, right? So we are the doers. Women are more socializers, and they do a lot more things socially in society. Because of this, they approach problems in a more emotive way. Whereas we, I mean, of course we're still emotional, we're not fucking robots, right? We're going to think, okay, I am feeling this way and this way, but how do we deal with it? You don't want to take that approach right away with your woman. She might be that kind of personality, so you don't have to worry about, you know, soaking up the emotions. But you do need to listen to her, and you need to let her just unload on you, okay? Don't try and solve her problem right away. just listen and don't do anything but that at first. So she's telling you about a fight she had with a friend, an argument that she had with her family. Her boss made her stay late after work, and that's like the third time he's done it. Just listen and just ask questions. When you ask questions to clarify and to understand better, it feels like she's being listened to, and it feels like you care. That's the number one thing that you need to do in the first place. Just like with the small stuff that might have made her not have a good day. It's a lot just showing you care, right? So listening to her problems and just not judging, not being annoyed, not whatever, you're just there for her. And that's your mentality. Your mentality needs to be, I'm here for her and I want her to feel better. So you're just listening, you ask questions to clarify, and you show her that you're actively listening. Don't just be like, right? Even if you are a more stoic guy, like I need you to be more engaged with how she's talking. So she tells you everything and gives you the full story. You ask some questions to clarify. Now, once she's done that, that's her kind of like think like she's literally giving her emotions to you, and she's unloading, right? That's what her complaining does. Now that you have those emotions and she's kind of more relaxed, then you can start getting to the heart of the situation. Is she at fault? Who's at fault? Is the other person at fault? Was she at fault a little bit? To what degree? And you're gonna make your own judgment about, you were on the clock from this time to this time. Oh, but you weren't. Okay, well then that makes the other person at fault. Go through the situation and find out what the truth is. But the way that you need to approach it, especially if it's touchy, like with a friend and there's some drama, you wanna make sure that it seems like you're on her side, right? So you listen to her emotions, and then you wanna make sure that even if you kind of get the sense that she's complaining, but she was the one who fucked up, she was the bitch, she was the one who was irresponsible, she was whatever, you don't wanna come off like you're taking the other person's side just yet. You should still tell the truth, but for right now, just get more information and try and figure out the truth, but don't make it come off like you're not on her side. You're empathizing with her and you're with her, right? You're on her team. Then after whatever it is, or after all the information has been kind of understood by you, and you've shown her that you've cared and you really tried to understand the situation, then you can start to give the solutions. Then you can give okay, well, you told me what she said and then you said this. I think that when you said that to her, probably upset her, and that's why she started to act like a bitch, and probably why she stormed off, or why she stopped responding to you, or this is, you got to understand that this person has this personality. Try to show her why the other person feels that way, or if it's not about people, it's about something more personless, like just a contract or a job in general that she's not feeling good about, right? Then explain the counter arguments on why, she may feel this way about something, but here's another way to look at it, your perspective, right? Or the other person's side if it involves someone else, okay? Show her the full picture, guide her through it, and really explain it in detail, especially when it's someone else's position, or your opinion on specifically what it is. Make sure you walk her through why you feel that way or why this other person feels that way. Because women really they care about, like I said, they're much more emotional. And well, we're all emotional. Maybe that's not a good way to put it, but they're more social. Let me put it that way. They're much more social. So they need to know why people feel this way, why you feel this way, why you think this way, and explain to her the steps so she can understand, so she can fully empathize. Don't just give the solution. If you just give the solution, it can seem very callous and non-social, right? So explain everything to her in detail and then give her a solution that can help her fix her problem, right? Because that is you were understanding the female nature of communication, and then at the end you injected your own masculinity, which is the problem solver, the builder, the engineer, the philosopher, the guy who gets shit done, right? That's your job. You're in the relationship to bring the masculine side, but you have to absorb her feminine energy to then give back your masculinity. It's a trade of communication and energy. And then you give her the solution and you say, well, you need to speak to your boss and let him know how you feel, or you need to okay, you know, your friend was being kind of absurd, but you were being kind of rude too, and I see how you guys miscommunicated, and I think you should sit down and talk to them. Okay, you know, your dad was kind of being a dick, you know, I think you should just give him some space, let him reach out, and then I think everything's gonna be okay. You know, you two love each other, and everything's fine. I'm sure he didn't mean to piss you off, and it was just, you know, you're both in a bad mood. Like, you're in a bad mood right now. You know, maybe he was not having a good day, and you can talk about that with him the next time you talk to him. You're the problem solver, the mediator. So you listened, you identified a problem, you listened, and then you showed her you're on her side, but then gave her the full story if there is complexity to it, and then you gave her whatever solution it is. And that's how you take a girl from a bad day and don't just, you know, well, feel better, or, you know, like, here's the solution, fix it, bitch. You know, you're guiding her through the problem solving experience, and so you have a full emotional ride. So that's how you actually make her feel better, right? So she had a bad day. This is how we make her feel better. It's not a thing. It's a boom, right? And then we got up there. Okay, David, my fucking snapping, you know, yeah, well, snapperooskies. My director's mocking me. Okay, so now I have a bad day because my director is mocking me. You need to talk to me, David, as my boyfriend. You need to walk me. Yeah. Yeah, what the fuck, you bitch. Baga mi až pula. Okay. All right, guys. So that's how you help your girlfriend get through a bad day. You're showing affection. You're listening to her. A lot of times, you just need to listen. That's really most of a relationship, is just showing you care. If you're just putting that effort, you're not always going to have the solution. You're not always going to have the answers, right? The way I kind of put that is, you're always going to have the perfect way to fix a problem. You're not always going to, okay? So the best you can do is show that you're there and that you're going to listen, and just being there is enough a lot of times. And show her that, and that's going to, just like with the making her dinner or giving her an orgasm or just giving her a hug and a kiss, it's going to show her that she has someone in life who loves her and cares about her. And despite whatever's going on in her life, you're there. You're that place that she can rely on, despite if everything else is falling apart. And that's what's going to make you a partner that is worth having, and that she will always be grateful for and happy to have. And what will make a relationship that is healthier and happier and more positive to your life than most relationships out there, because most people don't try, and most people don't care enough to try. And if you show that you are, well, then you're gonna have a better than average relationship. You're gonna have a great, healthy, awesome, positive relationship. So, cool. Hector Castillo Papi from girlschase.com. Hope you enjoyed the video. Please like, subscribe, ring the bell, follow me on Instagram. See you soon.